Welcome to Camp Alphaville. We're here talking about the ECB and monetary policy with my guests, Lorcan, Roche Kelly, and Lars Christensen. Lorcan, why don't you start by telling us whether or not you think right now monetary policy in Europe is appropriately calibrated?
I think right now, from the ECB standpoint, monetary policy is reasonably well calibrated. I think Mario Draghi has done as much as he can at the moment because of the political constraints he's under. Mario Draghi, as European Central Bank Governor, has been way better than the previous incumbent in that he's willing to push the boat out as much as he can to get the results he wants. I think that's what we've seen with Mario Draghi's ECB, that it is a place that is willing to try new things. They've tried them slowly. People would like to see quantitative easing right now, and I'm sure you're going to hear a bit more about that in a minute. But for the European Central Bank, to get where it's got, where it's doing very easy monetary policy, where its interest rates are turned negative on deposit rates, are real departures for the European Central Bank, and that can only happen under Mario Draghi.
Okay. Lars, you agree or disagree?
I quite strongly disagree. Looking at what the ECB themselves say they want to hit, a 2% inflation target, we're not there. We're way below the 2%. Inflation expectation is way below 2%. We have no money supply growth. We have massive unemployment. We have very large negative output gap. The ECB should be doing aggressive quantitative easing. They're not doing that, so no, they're not doing their job.
Quick follow-up question, Lorcan. Do you think that's a fair way to judge the health of monetary policy right now?
I think it's a fair way to judge monetary policy if you think monetary policy is the only thing that exists in the universe that can fix our problems. Whereas if you're a reasonable human being, you get a much better idea that monetary policy is part of an overall policy mix that has to include the politicians, who I think in Europe, frankly, have been avoiding their responsibilities quite a lot throughout this thing by saying the ECB is too tight, the ECB is too loose, or the euro has to be saved first above all, and then we'll worry about the other problems later. I think that's been the biggest problem with Europe, that they're 5 years behind the curve where they need to be because they don't have the political unity that's needed to run a single currency.
Okay, so we're talking about the central bank. Let's now talk about the lead central banker, Mario Draghi, to this point. You're fairly, I think, optimistic about Mario Draghi. He's done a pretty good job. You think he's the right guy to be in charge right now?
I think he's absolutely the right guy to be in charge. I think Mario Draghi has done the best job he can in the circumstances. He's been willing to try new stuff. He's willing to use his position as a central banker to move markets. We saw that 2 years ago with his whatever it takes speech, that he would say, I'm the charge here and I can move markets just by my words, and he's willing to do that. Whereas previously with European Central Bank presidents, we've seen much more bureaucratic people involved who are willing to do things by the book and never surprise anyone. Mario Draghi has the ability to surprise. I think that's his strongest point.
Last word, Lars. Mario Draghi, thumbs up or thumbs down?
Well, if you compare him to Trichet, well, thumbs up. Compared to meeting his targets, thumbs down.
Thanks a lot, gents. And to hear more from Camp Alphaville, please go to ft.com or to ftalphaville.ft.com. Take care.